everyone, it's Jay here, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. On this episode, we explore one of my tried and true favorites, Marriagetoxin. On this episode, we read chapters 1 through 23.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. My name is Sam, and as always, here at the top of the show, we talk about our familiarity with read this week. We did a few episodes of Sakamoto Wait, different manga. I've not heard of this one prior to this episode. Matt, how about you?
I heard about this only because it had occasionally come up in our recommendeds. So, Jay really pushed for us to read this, though, so you can thank her.
All right, Jay, how did you hear about this manga?
It popped up one day in the Shonen Jump app. Shout out Shonen Jump. And I read the description, and it looked interesting, and I started reading it, and then I just didn't stop. So, yeah. I strongly recommended it because I really enjoyed it. And now we're reviewing it, and I'm happy.
Oh, yeah. And Jacob?
I've not actually heard of it myself. I never bumped into it on the Shonen Jump app, so it's really the only place I would have encountered it.
All right. So we open up our story, as tends to happen in stories featuring assassins, with someone getting assassinated.
Woo-hoo!
And can I just say,
Woohoo.
I really appreciate this manga for straight out the gate, not even a page, not even 2 pages in, being like, all right, we are setting the tone now. What's the tone of this? Ridiculous. Because the target is the CEO of a major Japanese company, so you already know he's evil. And he is having a special dinner of his board to celebrate the anniversary of the company. All of the chairs are people doing a tabletop position.
I'm just saying, I'm just kind of impressed at this point, because I don't know if these are supposed to be menial staffers, or if they're all, like, bodybuilders, because they are, like...
I think they're slaves.
I mean, they're all well-built, though. Like,
It's
these
unclear.
Yes.
It's unclear. It could legitimately be either, given the tone of the series.
It gets maybe brought up later, and it's much more confusing then.
And the CEO, his living chair is not doing tabletop position. He's holding a squat, which is even harder. And the CEO is smoking 5 cigarettes simultaneously and puts them all out on his chair's hand.
And the chair doesn't do as much as even flinch, which is, oh my gosh.
Honestly, impressive.
And we also have to note the fact that he doesn't have a fake eye. He has, like, an inset eye patch.
Yes.
So that the cigarette smoke can come out from behind it.
Despite the fact that the nasal passage does not link to the
eye socket.
To the eye socket anywhere.
I think this person doesn't have a quote-unquote, like, fake eye. I think they legitimately just decided that they're going to have, well, several panels over where he, like, collapses. Like, it looks like he definitely it comes out, so he definitely has a fake eye.
You know what?
But
I understand it now. This is an early part of the Cyberpunk 2077 universe. This guy just has Night City tier fashion.
Sure. Yeah. That honestly tracks.
I believe it.
The CEO has a poison taster to make sure that his meal is safe. And as he is sitting there monologuing about how he has such a good public-facing PR despite being heinously evil, we see the chef, obvious main character because of his Zuko eye scar, leaving as the CEO takes a bite of his soup and immediately keels over.
Cursing the name of the taste tester as he gets dragged away to be probably executed.
Yep. With our main character, the poison master, cool as a cucumber, taking off his gloves, walking down the city street, God, he is really cyberpunk. Until this happens, he sees a couple kissing as the girl is getting dropped off. And he is so entranced by this, he walks face first into a vending machine and breaks his glasses.
Which, of course, gets her attention, and she's like, are you okay, buddy?
Nothing happened.
But he's not going to socially interact. There are times when I identify with this character, and it makes me hate myself.
Same. We cut to him back at his apartment, mixing up some DIY candy, which is a favorite hobby of his, and talking with a character that I thought would appear more, considering how pivotal she is to the plot.
No, honestly, this is the Shonen Jump MO. I kind of figured she wasn't going to show up again. It's his sister. She sets the plot in motion so that we can have a technically ticking clock, but do as many chapters as the manga sells for.
Also, she kind of sets the plot line where it's just like thematically sets the plot in motion, but also sort of, if I had to put my finger on what the problem is, she would be it.
I mean, we could also, this all happens in the first chapter. We can stop beating around the bush. The problem is being set up almost immediately after this is they're like a family of assassins who are the Poison Clan, and they don't have an heir coming along. So one of these two siblings needs to produce an heir, and the sister currently has a girlfriend, so it's not super desirable for her.
Yes, the sister is a lesbian, and
And Garo, our main character here, is extremely socially awkward, and has just kind of determined, I live a life of deception and death and murder and danger, and I'm already incredibly socially awkward. I'll just stay in incel, whatever. Family line ends with me, such as it is.
Yeah, and that kind of sets up the obvious direction to like set the plot in motion that makes this different from other series. These sorts of characters, particularly circa Shonen Jump, tend to be more plot device than character, so I wasn't really expecting her to show up again.
She's a family member who is there to be a motivation, like it.
Yeah,
and not even really. I'll give this manga this. They don't make her just a motivation. They kind of just have him go like, I'll do it.
I care enough about my sister to do this.
Yeah, as much as she is, from a purely structural perspective, a plot device, they don't disrespect the character. Like, granted, she doesn't die or anything, but this isn't to use the trope more broadly, this isn't a women in refrigerators moment where,
or bury your gays.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, obviously she's going to come up as being a target of assassination at some point in the future. Jay, having read further, might already know this. She's gonna come up as a side character occasionally, but like strictly speaking, she exists to put the plot in motion. But she is also a character in her own right. Honestly, pretty endearing. It's using that method of like narrative shortcut, but not at the expense of the character, which is a good sign of the writing, which is generally what I would say about this manga as a whole. It's very much a tropes or tools kind of manga. It's very tropey, but it uses them well.
And we get a hint that Garo, despite being, very cool, collected assassin, I don't care about human contact, I'm not just going to marry someone for the sake of the bloodline. He does have a softer side. He has a friend, the Bugmaster. This guy.
Well, this guy, I do think it's worth noting, this manga is not subtle. I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the foreshadowing. When we're properly introduced to Tajiro, our main character, what he does is get distracted by seeing a couple kissing and smacks his face into a vending machine. He's clearly lonely.
Oh, yeah.
This motivation is also something he wants for himself. He just won't admit it to himself, which is why the Bugmaster is important, because this is the most chill, wholesome dude.
I love this guy. He's cue ball, bald. He's got a millipede tattooed over his eye and up his chrome dome. He's wearing a mask.
He's scarred.
He's all scarred up. He's got a spider living in the mask.
He's got a forked tongue. Like he's designed to be comedically grotesque and yet be he's got a freaking heart of gold.
He is the sweetest guy.
I kind of love that because this is skipping ahead to our final arc, so I won't go into this in too much detail. But like the thing about him that's so nice is that like he's very genuine, and he's the type of person who passes it on. He is someone who wants other people to be their best selves, and that's a big part of the reason why he's so attached to Jiro, because he knows Jiro's a good person, and he knows he's not content with his life right now, so he wants to do his buddy a solid. And the other important thing is he mentions that he's actually getting married soon.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because I don't know if it's been fully conveyed. This man looks like a serial killer. I guess they're all serial killers. This man looks like a serial killer.
I'm not a crazed gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin.
Yeah, so let's just say they're not all serial killers. They're just highly trained, highly specialized assassins.
I think that's the same thing.
No.
One's a job, the other's mental sickness.
I'm just saying they're a little different. Anyway, basically, if we had to dumb it down, is essentially like Giro and his friend. It's kind of like, hey, if this guy can do it, I can do it too. I mean,
it is sort of funny because from a purely aesthetic perspective, if this guy can do it, anybody, can find, the right one or whatever. It is also worth noting that this guy is so goddamn wholesome. It's kind of it speaks more to like from a deeper character perspective when you go below the aesthetic layer. It really is more of because this guy believes in Jiro so much, it's a sign of how good Jiro is, because every scene with the Bugmaster is always about how it is interesting that they've not really addressed him doing his work very much, but every scene with the Bugmaster is about how he is like the epitome of good. He is he's the friend who wants what's best for you. Like, he's not telling Jiro, I'm getting married because like he wants to brag or anything. He's telling Jiro, hey, this good thing is happening for me. Hint, hint, I know you want this. You should get on that.
I genuinely hope it happens to you as well. Anyway, now that we finished our drinks, I'm going to hop on my millipedes and scuttle away.
I love it that I break every time this comes up, that he legitimately just scuttles away. I'm just like, wow.
He doesn't walk anywhere. He has friends. He has friends to ride.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when this gets turned into an anime and they just full on PNG wipe him off the screen.
That would be so good. Honestly, that would be in tone. They should do that.
Like, no movement at all, just a zip.
Like one of those old Adult Swim cartoons.
Wow. He's in great shape regardless. I don't know how he does it.
Mountain climbing,
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's a hobbyist hiker. After this nice, chummy, friendly meeting, Garo has to get to his job, where he's in a high-rise, like, glimmering skyscraper, a dude who looks like a Yakuza series villain.
You know that this company's doing well, because they can afford to have framed furry art on the walls.
Yes!
Buff raccoon.
Framed furry, like, buff furry art.
Buff Tanuki in a bikini.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Does this... I guess you've made something. You've made it somehow.
It's high art.
I think that art dealer might have gone to the Gundam universe and stolen that from the RNA.
Nah, that's too buff to be Soletta.
He's like, yes, we're a group of assassins here, but, sometimes we like to contract out to make sure that we're keeping up with the underworld business networking. By the way, have you met my two incredibly hot secretaries who will start schmoozing all over you? I am deeply uncomfortable. Please leave me alone.
Well, they're secretary assassins.
They are also assassins, Sam.
So just up your alley. Yeah.
We live in a Suda 51 universe where the only profession that exists is assassin.
I was about to say, we live in John Wick universe. Like,
John Wick and the people behind John Wick and Suda51 making the game.
They made a turn-based John Wick game that was pretty cool.
That sounds neat.
Indeed. But he gets led to a room with a huge chessboard behind bulletproof glass and a beautiful woman tied to a chair.
Yes, that's what we all
And
want.
it took me this read through again to realize that I didn't even know why this happens so often in stories. But of course, it's the woman who had distracted him and got him to walk into unintentionally got him to walk into the vending machine.
That's good, because it took until this reading for me to realize that is not the same woman who tried to marry the criminal CEO's son. Those people had just got engaged.
I thought what Matt thought, and I did not realize what Jake realized.
So I thought it was the same person throughout, but on this reread, as we're going through it, I'm like, wait, no, that person had completely different hair.
Yeah,
Which-
face blindness. Yes.
It's an anime. It's a manga. They have like
They all have the
7
same
faces.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different faces, and then it's almost entirely hair and occasional flourishes. Yeah, no, it's one of those little details that doesn't actually matter. Now I'm kind of curious as to why that happens so often. That's going to be plaguing my mind for the rest of the night. Anyway,
Garo injects this captive with something and says, over the next hour, you're going to die, and it's gonna really fucking suck. Don't bother trying to, like, play the mercy card with me. I know that you're a marriage swindler, and so you fulfill my condition of only assassinating people that I consider to be human scum. Considering some of the people he spares after this.
So this guy has basically taken up the mantle of the marriage protector from marriage swindle. Like, it's very, very strange statements being shared.
This character does kind of suck. Like,
yeah,
We're not saying that. I'm just saying, of like the hierarchy of suck, where does this, I guess, fall when you're dealing with the criminal underworld?
Well, Garrett clearly doesn't feel too strongly about this person, like, hits the criteria for human scum. That's kind of just a thing he's saying, because he immediately buys into this person he knows is a known marriage swindler. He goes like, oh, but you said I remind you of your first love? Oh, I guess I could get married to you. I
do conveniently need to get married.
It's sort of funny, because Shonen Jump is a magazine. It's because it's got things like Chainsaw Man. Like, this is honestly a big part of the place where shonen stopped being an age demographic and started being... I didn't stop being an age demographic, but it shifted into being a genre as well, like, in addition.
Just to be clear, isn't this on Jump Plus, which is their older demographic?
It is.
Well, it's funny. That's sort of funny, because this whole he only kills people who deserve it thing feels like the kind of dumbed down for the younger audience thing that happens. Like, that used to be more prevalent. The character himself and the manga in general are aware that his morals are kind of skewed at his convenience. It, to me, is one of the weaker elements of the manga, but it is another case of, like, it's a tropes or tools kind of thing, and obviously he's going to, like, develop a bit more rational and reasonable morality, or at least hopefully he will, over the course of the story. But it is a little bit like, what do you count as scum, you know? Is this just an excuse?
He is currently Sans character arc.
Yeah.
I will say, this conversation right here suffered the most from, I am on page 30 of my 50-page pilot to Shonen Jump. Oh, the plot needs to complete. Because I felt like this conversation jumped to action scene. Like,
because what happens is Garo gets a call from his sister who's like, hey, grandma's not taking no for an answer anymore. And I know you're never going to get married, so I guess I'm going to break up with my girlfriend and find a man. No, I'm not letting you do that. Hey, marriage swindler, marry me. No, I'm not. So you can have a kid. For reasons that'll come up later. Oh, God damn it.
Also, she just doesn't want to. Like,
also that.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. She frames it from the perspective of, I will not do that because I don't want to. Because, like, she has a more, honestly, she has a more internally cohesive morality that is a lot less gray and a lot darker, which is kind of the strong point. Like, this is all very fast, but it does kind of get away with it from the fact that, you know, he's put on the clock here, so he lets himself kind of go from 1 to 80 a little bit quickly, and she shuts him down.
I was about to say, because terrible decision. It's just like, I need to marry someone, you known marriage swindler who steals guys' money and leaves them heartbroken and alone, if not worse off. Like,
will you marry me? No. Well, okay, clearly you're very good at getting people to fall for you. Will you teach me how to do that? Yeah, that I can do.
That honestly seems entertaining. That one I'll agree to.
It'll also save my life, provided that the people watching this on CCTV don't come kill us right now. Oh, they're all here with us. Well, yeah. It was a good try while it lasted.
It was a good idea while it lasted. Yeah, I mean, 100%, because, like, she starts off with the whole, oh, you remind me of my first love. Oh, I only did this to support my sick brother. And, you know, when he comes back and she's immediately like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, that's stupid. He asks her, why are you suddenly being honest with me? You know, because it's one of those ones where, like, Jiro kind of knows he's doing something stupid. He just doesn't care. He's just going. And then she explains, I'm not going down without a fight. I know I'm dead. Even if you're on my side, they're just going to come in and kill us both. That doesn't benefit me. I just want to go out on my own terms, kicking and screaming, because that's the way I am.
This is a shonen, so when all of the bad guys enter the room to just shoot him, he's like, unfortunately for you, I'm a super cool shonen action hero, and if I stab myself with my own poisons, I become Goku.
That is not explained for like an arc and a half either, so it just looks like he injected it with shit and suddenly has superpowers in like a universe that hasn't had superpowers to this point.
Yeah.
And I was blindsided. I'm like, oh, cool. So these fights are just going to be bullshit. Great. Yeah. We're all on the same page here then.
It's such a 180. I feel like the mangaka originally wanted to have it be a more deliberate, you know, slow, like puzzle fight sort of thing, because the way that Garo poisoned that first target past the poison taster was, he said, I've actually been dosing that guy with increasing levels of lidocaine for the last 3 months so that he wouldn't be able to detect a lethal dose.
Yeah, that's not so much genius as so much of like insane. Like that leading to this is awesome.
I kind of expected this sort of thing because my piece of evidence is literally everything about the Bugmaster.
True.
They'd already kind of established that this is a goofy world with goofy bullshit, so we hadn't seen anybody fight yet, but a guy walked away by riding millipedes.
So goofy world with goofy bullshit is one thing, but like I expected poisonous smoke bomb, which is why he's getting out the gas mask. Instead, well, it was a poisonous smoke bomb, but that didn't need him to jump onto the ceiling. Like,
sometimes you need to jump on the ceiling. It's for real estate.
Fine. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
This guy can jump 20 feet in the air. Sure, why not?
Yeah, he's got to show off his musculature. I mean, honestly, like, these guys are juicing.
While carrying May, the marriage swindler, who is still tied to the chair.
Yeah.
Which, fair. But, like, if he can do this, why was he spending 3 months slowly dosing a poison taster just so that he could, like, slip
for the
poison?
walls.
Don't worry, Matt. They'll give lip service to the fact that they have to make the assassinations look like accidents for plausible deniability purposes later.
Yeah.
But that's not, he just poisoned him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, pay lip service to the idea of.
Sure, why not? They do pay lip service, but these people have superhuman powers. You think it'd be easier to just fake the death? Whatever.
No, the death has to be real. These are bad, scummy people.
Who adhere to the code of honor of they must actually kill the target rather than...
Yes.
Whatever.
All right, cool. Thanks for saving me and giving me the antidote to that poison you dosed me with. I'm still pretty shaken up and can't really move out of this chair, so you'll have to carry me. Carry you? Wait, but you're a woman. Where would I even put my hands? How would I grab you? I'm a man.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Well, that makes things easy.
Okay, so I gotta rewind a little bit because I was trying to go through the pages on the app to find where this was, because there was a certain point where I think it was like right before the shonen action battle started, where she mentions the brother again, and like I'm sitting here thinking it's like, okay, honestly, I could see a pretty interesting thread of like Jiro gonna like get to know the brother, and then like it turns out like there's like a relationship with the brother because like the grandmother who's instigating all of this is being portrayed as she's going to be a villain later. Like, clearly you're not supposed to agree with the whole like you have to continue the bloodline thing, and it's like it would be interesting. It's like okay, what if he finds that he doesn't end up in a traditional relationship? Oh wait, now the chick is on the cover, so that's 100% gonna be endgame. And then we get to this ending here. I'm actually a guy. You know what? I think I might have been right.
These two spend the rest of our reading being like, I'm not attracted to you.
I mean, fair. Yes.
Like, dude, literally you were eating out of my hand no less than 30 minutes ago. Like, what?
And how much of that I'm not attracted to you is cope or not?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the foreshadowing. This is not subtle, but yeah, that was kind of funny because I had that reaction. It's like it's like, that would actually be kind of interesting. It's like he gets to know the brother and they end up in a relationship. Nah, she's on the cover. She's gonna be the end game. And then I'm actually a guy. And then I realized when we were talking about, okay, next we're doing Marriagetoxin. Here's the pitch that we got, because this was Jay pushed for us doing this, but this is also a suggestion. And someone said in their summary, at one point they stop and say, I'm not going to give you the rest of the summary because it spoils the chapter 1 twist. Oh, I know what wasn't spoiled.
There you go. Thank you, dear listener. We appreciate it.
I had a pretty fun experience with that.
This just reminded me, not really, in a different way. I don't know if this came out around the same time, Blue Period. I just remember the first time I picked this up and came across a twist and like, Blue Period.
Garo and Kinosaki go to a hotel. Kinosaki is taking a shower.
Understandably, I'm sorry. That was a very stressful event. You're going to tell the person they can't bathe?
The shower is fine. I'm wondering, maybe I shouldn't wonder. This hotel.
Exactly what kind of hotel they went to. The bathroom is behind a glass. Well,
it's behind a glass wall with the bed facing it. Yeah.
It's not like a glass shower door. The wall separating the bathroom from the bedroom is glass.
What? So, you didn't go to the hotel with the homies?
I'm not 100% sure this is like a sex motel because there is a curtain along the inside. So what this could also just be is like a hotel that put a bathroom in like on the cheap with just like a glass separator. It can be fancy. Like there is a curtain there, but
yeah. It also exists to facilitate the funny scene of oh, you don't believe me, allow me to demonstrate.
There are chaste reasons why it might be like this. Not many of them, but there are.
Oh.
You don't believe I'm actually a guy when I look so feminine. Want to see my cock? No. So why do you dress like a woman? Because playing both sides is more fun. All right, yeah.
I'm just saying, we used to have a term.
Based.
I love the it's one of the like volume bonus pages where they're like, hey, so if you don't really have a preference of either gender, why are you always dressed as a woman? And it's just like, Well, because if I was dressed as a man, it really would just ruin your chances with women. It's like, no, you're right. That
Yep, I'm imagining you as a Bishi hot boy now, and I would stand no chance.
You make a good point.
You would be immediately assumed to be gay. We would not be friends.
Also, women's clothing just has so many more fun options. Mm-hmm. It's like character customization in real life.
Facts. Can't even debate that.
That's character customization in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise known as dressing up. But yeah.
Otherwise known as just being yourself.
Yeah, character customization.
Yeah.
It's another thing that we find out that May is canonically like a game, like, well, not little games mostly.
May is that kind of character who is like, I'm like effortlessly glamorous and hot, and also I'm a total degenerate who just like
is it
never
fun?
cleans.
Yes, already done.
Yeah, just pure hedonism, and hedonism actually makes you hotter.
Yeah, they're pulling it off. So
yeah, and they're like, all right, cool. So I'm going to teach you how to start a relationship. Well, first we need a ground zero of you actually interacting with people. We're going to go to a speed dating place. All right, how will that actually help? Well, it's fine because these speed dating events always have a disproportionate amount of men. I'll just make all the men pay attention to me so you have free... Okay, let me give that a shot. Hello, I'm Garo. My annual income is so big it is censored in this speech bubble. Okay. What do you do for a living? Stuff.
Stuff and
I can't
things.
tell you what my job is.
Stuff. You know.
What do you mean I can't just blurt out what my income is?
My biggest charm is my salary.
If you just say it like that, it sounds like you're being a braggart. Man, I really wish he'd scold me like that.
Ooh.
The big background.
I love the peanut gallery whenever these two are talking.
I love that Gerald gets shit on for talking about his salary at speed dating when that's like one of the top 3 questions you'll get asked is, what do you do for a living? Because like speed dating's entire point is to like a beeline.
Yeah, but he does it a little too bluntly.
He does it a little too bluntly with the amount of money, and then he can't follow up with, I have all this money because I'm a professional killer. From a clan of professional killers.
He almost has to cap himself because it's just like, okay, why do you make this obscene amount of money?
Yeah, the joke is he's on the right track, but he's slightly missing the point because that's most of the humor with Jiro, where he'll look so he loves Google and he will Google what the right thing to do is and then literally do that with no concern about context.
Which is funny because as revealed later, he has to spend most of his time observing people, like studying human beings.
You'd think he'd pick something up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I identify with this character and it makes me hate myself.
My favorite is when speed dating fails and he has to like use dating apps to go on dates with ladies. He keeps going out to dinner with them despite the fact it establishes as a poison master, he can't eat food other people have prepared because he's too subconsciously worried that it might be poisoned.
What else are we supposed to do for our first date? Go to the movies? I can't have the popcorn there.
But that's reasonable. Like that, you can just do things where
you could get away with.
Yeah. So after being incredibly stressed by all of these failed attempts at dates, he does his favorite method of decompressing, deep cleaning. So he goes to a public bathroom. I met nearly 30 women today. I didn't get a single number from any of them, which is honestly pretty depressing, but it's better than any other prospect I've ever had ever. So I guess I will take that minuscule amount of a W. Thank you, Kinosaki.
You tried your best, right?
Then there's a whole metaphor with Kinosaki about this. It's like, no, you've just got a lot of horrible grime on you. But if we just scrub that off, we can get down to a nice, cleany person underneath. Like this horrible truck stop bathroom. Am I the bathroom in this example?
Yes.
Well, hold on.
Okay, I know that sounded really bad, but it's like, you have some charm to you. We just need to find it and work on it. Like, it's fine. We can do this. I've been doing this professionally for a long time.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I I'm heading home. I'm going this way, the opposite street, because we're gonna have a set piece now.
We get the most. The fights were already bullshit, but holy shit! One chapter to go to insane. That's not what poisons do.
Forget that's not what poisons do. The guy that kidnapped her is the brother of the dude from chapter 1.
The other Yakuza dude.
The other Yakuza, and he's like, we killed your brother? No, you didn't kill him, but you scared him so bad he decided to take over the family business of the front company of the laundromat. That's lame. We're supposed to be cool killers. So, I'm going to use my special power on you, which is, I have this boba tea, except instead of yogurt balls, they're lead bullets, and I just spit them at people.
So literally, my brother was scared straight. My brother was scared straight, and that's lame. So I'm gonna take revenge.
I'm gonna kick your ass by eating lead.
Yep.
Smart.
It's literally... So, the insanity of this is these people drove away on a car. Like, pretty full speed, judging by, like, the scenes, like, you can see the outside going. Garrow caught up to them on foot.
Yeah, they are outside the city heart. They're on a bridge now.
To stand in front of the car, like, in the middle of the highway, holding his mask and cleaning fluid, and then squirts a line of his cleaning fluid through the car, causing it to split in half and go to either side of him. And then he runs up and grabs May out of the seat of this spiraling car and then jumps like 50 feet into the air to glide along the cityscape.
It is very romantic.
With his coattail trailing like a cape, because...
Exactly. He's a catch.
This is the kind of manga we're reading.
I am wooed.
Me too, honestly. And Boba Tea Man is like, you know what? Maybe taking over the family business ain't such a bad idea.
I was just gonna say, I love that joke. There are a lot of the jokes where it's like, that's kind of funny. Like it, this is more so a comedy than it is anything else. It's in that sort of like weird Shonen Jump space where it's basically a gag series, but it's going to get more and more serious over time, as they usually do. And we're still in the early, we're goofy and quirky phase. Honestly, I got a lot of JoJo's vibes from this, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, fight on a bridge to save a girl.
Cross-dressing?
Yeah, I mean...
this is never happened part 2.
Yeah,
it's really...
It is.
This is battle tendency.
But I will say the joke that actually got me and made me laugh out loud was he's still sipping his boba tea as half of his car is going off of the bridge into the water. You know what? Taking over the family business doesn't sound so bad. Flash! I don't know why that one got me, but that one got me.
I mean, I feel like being in the assassin business, you kind of have to deal with a lot of stress. So they're very, very capable of keeping their cool in very stressful situations.
The fact that, it's not even been 5 pages since Garrow set up, oh yeah, my homemade cleaning fluid. This is actually the diluted version. The concentrate can eat through steel.
Yeah,
immediately demonstrates.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but there's a difference between can eat through steel and will slice cleanly through a moving car.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's a good Chekhov's gun. I'm just saying I didn't expect it to go off so quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chekhov's musket backfired in my face. All right, Garrow, next chapter, we're going on a test date. I'm going to look extremely hot, and we are going on a boat to go through an art gallery.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo!
I'm sorry I can't hear you over the foreshadowing.
I mean, okay.
Garrow desperately trying to Google ways to hold a conversation on a date.
Well, I understand this, though, because, he really can't talk about,
he can't talk about work.
Yeah. So I guess you gotta have enough hobbies to talk about, or maybe
he's got exactly one hobby.
Exactly. So it's I understand. We're hurting too much on my boy, but I understand.
at his hobby of the DIY candy kit, there is in this art gallery is a vintage first edition of the candy kit, going for 30 million yen. That's a fortune. It's a steal. I'd pay 5 times that.
Why is this collectible in this art gallery? Shut up, it was plot relevant. Okay.
I love when Hirasaka is like, why is this in an art gallery? It's to show how far humanity has come. People and their hyperfixations.
Yep. Why are you so convinced I have a charm when I'm a pretty plain-looking antisocial weirdo? Well, you see that grimy antisocial weirdo over there with the 5 o'clock shadow and the rumpled clothes and the wild hair? Yeah? You see that beautiful woman he's with? Yeah? That's his wife, because he's a famous artist, and every woman here thinks he's extremely hot because he's so talented. Also, he's the one behind the buff furries.
This weird guy does furry art and has the hottest wife of all the people in the world.
I mean, it's like art imitates life. I don't know.
Who's the mangaka? Out of curiosity, wondering.
Just asking for a friend.
Or I'm sure if he ever listens to this, he'll give you a signed copy of his latest work, Jacob.
Oh, good.
The point is, if you have something that stands out to draw someone close, they can actually fall in love with your personality from there. Oh, good. This was sounding really shallow before you added that clarification.
Don't get me wrong. It is also incredibly shallow.
It is shallow, but you will use the shallowness to your advantage to get something more deep and genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you can't just jump into a deep relationship. That's creepy.
As it turns out, actual relationships are a bit more complicated than that, so you have to just kind of accept that it's going to be a little contradictory that you're doing shallow things in search of something deeper. Isn't human interaction fun? No. You're hopeless. Well, not hopeless, otherwise the manga wouldn't be able to presume or continue.
But then,
anyway,
this is when Mei reveals her I guess his grand plan. They're pretty clear about Mei's pronouns. I probably should respect them. Like, he's got this grand plan for Garo, which is, you rescued me, and that was pretty hot. Which means any woman you rescue will also think that's pretty hot. So we're going to have you rescue a ton of damsels in distress until one of them wants to marry you. What?
That is the tier of logic of this manga, so I will accept it.
I'm no knight in shining armor. I don't care. What did I just say about the point is that you just have to be, like, surface appealing long enough for them to get actually interested in you. And, we have Jake's favorite character. No, not the thief, the shark.
Yes, correct. The ocean puppy. I love the ocean puppy.
The art thief, who only steals art that's previously been stolen so she can repatriate it back to its original owner. And she does this by riding on a shark, who is her best friend.
Who's named Chomsky.
I love Chomsky. Is good ocean puppy. Boop the snoot.
Boop the snoot. But she stole an art piece off of that boat, and before she can make a clean getaway with her gang, she gets kidnapped by a League of Legends character.
Oh, I thought it was just Dark Matter from Hero Aka.
Could be that.
Either or.
What was that guy in the big diversity? Nautilus, that was his name.
Yeah, she got hit by the Q.
Yeah.
But anyway, they are enacting Operation White Knight, which is it's really funny because Garo doesn't like Garo disagrees with the name because he doesn't think he's White Knight material. I'm just like, oh god, don't call it White Knight, please.
But using the Darknet app that is just available in the Apple Store, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was like a website, but no, it's a full-blown app.
What do you mean you don't already have an account for this? I'm a part of an established assassin clan. I have people to get me contracts.
Well, you know what they say. He's legacy. He's legacy. He doesn't need these common apps. What are these?
I like the world building that they go to a Korean barbecue place.
Yes.
So that he can eat. Because he's got the weird rule that he has to make the food.
Hey.
Yeah, so they go to a barbecue place so he can make his own stuff.
Yeah, and he's really good at it. Like, he's a really good chef. It's established.
We also
Well,
get
not here.
We also get the immortal panel of Kinosaki absolutely going to town on this barbecue like, I am addicted to juicy meat.
Fair.
Aren't we all?
Me too. Me too. Yes, Queen.
You know what? I'm going to let you have your fun.
But we have our first
Rescuee.
The art thief. The ransom video is being played on a projector as her high school club of art thieves is doing a PowerPoint presentation like, we don't have a lot of money. I could sell my kidneys. But please help.
I love that we've gotten to the point in a Shonen Jump series where the page count of chapters is shrinking. So how do we get the ransom video sent to her people and the their request to Jiro to rescue her in this now limited page count? And we'll just do them both at the same time. It's economical.
Mm-hmm.
They take the job. We cut to the art thief, she's Himekawa. She is being held by the guy in charge of the art boat, who's like, join my collection and I'll let you and I'll return this art piece that I took. No. For one, you're creepy. For two, let me tell you the tragic backstory of that piece of art. It's a portrait of the artist's daughter. And after and his granddaughter and son-in-law desperately want it back.
I will say, this is a hilariously convoluted sob story the way it's conveyed. Like,
yeah. Like, I paused there because I had to work out the generations in my head.
Yeah, it's sob story Mad Libs.
Yeah.
And even though you understand the dynamics, I had to read it too. I'm just like, I understand the words and the connection. I don't understand yeah.
There's not discrete information being conveyed here. It is sob story TM.
Yes.
Yeah.
it is such generic sob story nonsense. I half thought that the whole gimmick was going to be like she was just a phantom thief who lies about this shit. Like,
I thought it was going to be a gotcha of like, I totally made that up. Gotcha. Nope.
Yep, I love money. And I was like, oh, phantom thieves, I got you. Also, it'd be funny because it'd be two women in a row that like lie to him about their motives. It's like, no, I actually love scamming men out of their money. Like, oh, I keep falling in love with criminals.
Well, it's almost as if I have a type.
Himekawa is actually on that Sly Cooper beat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say I am sort of interested to find out if Kinasawa has a brother, because so far it seems to be the case, but it wouldn't shock me if there was a twist later that was a lie. I don't
casually like the selfies of him were brought up. I think it's like confirmed, but
it feels like the kind of D tier twist that the manga could go to if it ever gets desperate.
So speaking of D-tier twist and in line of him having a type, and also because thinking how this arc ends, I don't know when else I'll bring this up. I got through the majority of this arc thinking, are they going to double down on both of the women he's been attracted to actually being men?
No.
I honestly, that would have been great.
I feel like it's out there. It's out there. That trope is out there.
She's a tomboy at the very least, if not, and like the way she behaves later, I think she says some line of like, I'm no princess for you to rescue. And I'm like, that can mean a lot of things, but oh no, what if it means one thing in specifically? And then I legitimately went, did I miss a boys love tag? Like,
I would tell you if it was boys love. Okay, I would do that.
I think it would have been pretty obvious from the get-go, but
yeah,
I got surprisingly far into this arc. Not sure. But yeah, they break into the ship to go rescue the Phantom Thief. And then for some reason fight Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is not explained, or really... I'm just not sure why this happens. I don't...
So Tweedledee and Tweedledum do not last long. Okay, they're immediately taken out.
They have quirky hats.
I don't know if
You've
there's
got to have guards, right?
Yeah. I don't know where this trope comes from, because for those dear readers who also have partaken in the Danadon episode we do, they just remind me of, like, there has to be some kind of, like, media trope of, like, two oddly bumbling looking, like,
spherical guys.
Yeah, adversaries or something. I don't know. It could be completely off base there, but I think that similarity and the Tweedledee Tweedledum, I'm like, is this a trope that I'm just not fully read in on? I don't know. So yeah, Giro comes in, saves the day from Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and
this is
Tweedledum and Tweedle Idiot.
This is mostly setting up. Like I said, we gotta establish the next opponent's stand. Hydromaster, the Watermaster. That's what it is.
We have Dick intense interrogation Cheney over here, huh? King of waterboarding.
Yeah, King of waterboarding. I don't like how tentacly he makes the water look.
Yeah, he makes it kinky waterboarding, and I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm also a little confused because his power is explained later. And what I'm seeing in this page is not how his power works, so I'm confused. His power's explained later, and I also don't understand the explanation.
I don't understand how his skin allows him to control water, I guess.
Yeah, he has the magic power of hydrokinesis. But for some reason, the manga decides to pretend there's a scientific explanation for that.
Yeah, Sakamoto Days is a less extreme version of this. This seems to be the du jour with a lot of series lately. I mean, you can even kind of say to a degree that Fire Force is the same way, where it's like, you could just have them use magic, but we have to tie it into some technically real fire thing, even though it isn't.
Jacob, we haven't even gotten to the Fire Force villain of this manga.
I know. There's a reason Fire Force is on my mind.
Yeah, this fight we get introduced to the world building thing of the Keki Genkai. I mean, the modified bloodline.
Which is just superpowers. It's just superpowers. There's nothing deeper. The fights are just spectacle. The only thing that really matters in this fight is, again, I don't know that Jiro's morals are something that this manga is particularly great at yet, because I get the ideas that he's supposed to develop, but it's also like the starting place is kind of wishy-washy and a bit muddled. Like, he has his own brand of professionalism, and the guy's like, listen, I could pay you more money. That would be better, and we would have a networking connection that would get us more jobs in the future. Do yourself a solid and walk away. And Jiro says no, because from a strictly structural perspective, he says no because he's the protagonist. They justify it, but...
Well, no, he says no because the only reason he took this job was to impress a woman, which he isn't doing by selling her.
Well, that's true, too.
Yeah.
Like, he has an ulterior motive here. Like, that's not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also revealed that when he's been injecting himself, it's not some sort of, like, super steroid, which is what I thought. It's just more, like, poison. But because of this Keki Genkai bullshit, when a poison master is poisoned and brought to near death, it gives them a bunch of adrenaline or something.
Yeah.
And they become super powerful.
He also doesn't die from the poison. He just gets tired afterwards. He also, like, melts a guy's hand off, but then it turns out he's just causing him to hallucinate. Because he just has magic powers. Like,
they all do.
Yeah, they all just...
None of these people's powers make sense.
Well, they've been selectively bred like poodles, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't even know if we know that yet, but...
that gets brought up.
Kind of, but not really.
It gets initially set up here.
I like Himikawa's reaction to being rescued, of just going like, oh man, did those guys sell their organs? Because they could not afford you. Holy crap, they overpaid. I am not worth however much you cost. Because I love just the world building of, she's aware of the criminal underworld, and she knows they couldn't afford an assassin from the Poison Clan. Like, his taking the call fee is more than they could afford. Like,
But you don't understand. She then later learns that this guy is desperate, so he's taken pretty much any job.
I do like Himikawa. She's a strong character.
She is. She's a strong, independent woman with a strong moral compass of doing the right thing.
By definition, she's not independent. She's very much a team player. Like, that's her whole thing.
Oh.
But yeah, he fights the water guy.
And it's a pretty decent shonen fight.
It does kind of just turn into a shonen action battle in a completely square room made out of tiles, and you're like, God damn it, mangaka, you know what you're doing right here.
He's like, I know you losers want a white room fight.
Oh, you broke through the first level of the room? Don't worry, the floor underneath is also they're even larger square tile.
Oh, no, the next chapter is where we get the Keki Genkai thing introduced, and also the fact that the Poison Clan, they have like families living in partitioned rooms with one-way mirrors, being paid absurd amounts in order to live normal lives under observation that they don't know about, so that the young members of the Assassin Clan can learn what humans are like to be better assassins.
Uh-huh. I was so confused because I thought this was a metaphor, and then they felt the need to explicitly say, by the way, this was a real thing that exists, not a metaphor.
This is not a metaphor. This literally happened.
Well, at least we're on the same page now, so yes. I
want to know what happened to all these other children about their age in the Poison Clan.
I mean, all the others? You mean like if he had like extended family members who
There are 4 other children in this tour group.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. We saw what happens in these assassin trainings.
Yeah. We see what happens with Soundman later.
Well, I mean, he did have a sister, so I mean, like, maybe those are cousins or something.
If they'd be branch
that
families,
that doesn't really change the fate of the
Well, I mean, these might not be their immediate siblings, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. It still doesn't really matter.
What matters is that the fight is continuing. Garo is getting his ass kicked.
Because his opponent is in a suit, despite the fact that we've established he has acid as part of his poison repertoire. Because the guy is in a suit, he's being counterpicked by Nautilus.
He's not able to use his modified bloodline because his last, booster vial is on the upper level with the girls, or with Himikawa and Mei. And he's like, don't touch that. Even though it's in a syringe, just touching it is, deadly enough to kill you. And Himikawa's like, don't care, grabs a syringe, swan dives down from the top level.
This is a choice how she decided to land on him.
She lands to start straddling.
Yeah.
Ask to Dick, I've got a special delivery for you. And I'm like, my God, my boy sped ran this game. He's done.
She is in a wetsuit. There is nothing to the imagination.
He is face to his balls right now. They are directly eye line. This keeps happening to him.
You being all dedicated like this is kind of hot. Anyway, here's your booster poison. Wow. I now have the power of booster poison, and girls are watching. I'm the most powerful man in the universe.
My God.
And then the stand battle ends.
The stand battle ends. By the way, I'm not going to finish you off. I will keep your so that I can work with you in the future. By the way, I have diagnosed over the course of this fight that the reason you wear that diving suit full of water is because you have an allergic reaction to the air.
Yeah,
And
he's a butterfly
so,
baby.
yeah,
Or
I mean,
not
that's a
that movie.
real thing,
Yeah,
but
That is a thing.
that is a real thing. True. So
It
here's
doesn't normally give you superpowers, though, so he has a cool version.
Yeah, so here's some ointment.
Oh, see, that's so thoughtful.
I love one of the like post-chapter character bios. It's a where are they now for this guy, where it's revealed that he's been using this ointment regularly and is appearing to begrudgingly be like, oh, no, regular clothes instead of my suit. And internally he's like, oh, hell yeah, I can finally fashion. Also, he's studying to get an MBA because he's very business-minded.
Well, I will say, because like there's a lot of this where it's like this is some dumb Shonen Jump nonsense, and I'm enjoying the dumb fun moments of really strong character work because Jiro doing this, recognizing that there's like no malice in this guy, and I can do this guy a solid. It doesn't hurt me, so I'm gonna do it because why be a jerk about all this? Is one of the moments that shows the kind of person that Jiro is, that the inner good in him that the Bugmaster sees. Up to this point, it's not been super strongly established, but the more we see the Bugmaster, the more that becomes an important narrative thread.
I also like that he forged a doctor's signature to give him a prescription for this ointment. Or, conversely, he has a doctorate.
Either
would
are
not be
possible.
shocked.
Either are possible.
Garo being a doctor capable of writing prescriptions would make so much sense.
He would just do that casually.
But they ride away on the shark.
He's good ocean puppy. I would ride the ocean puppy.
They return the painting to the poor family who can now be reunited with their wife and mother.
Yeah, I mean, I understand sentiment. It just is so out there. I'm just like, what? Connect these two lines? What?
There's actually about 4 lines, and technically you can intersect all of them fairly easily. It's not intuitive. And Garo is slowly learning to be able to accept praise.
Good boy. Good boy.
No, stop it.
And the fact that he has received feedback that hot ladies think his abilities are cool.
After the speed dating, he really should have just decided maybe I should only date within the criminal underworld. Like,
that does seem like the most obvious solution.
Just makes things so much easier. Like, he has to go like, yeah, I'm an assassin. Like that.
I mean, did we cover the call that the sister had when she was like getting ready to give up? Because sister specifically noted that there was someone else from one of the branch families for a spouse. Did he ever follow up and say, oh, maybe I should find out if there's anyone else looking for a spouse? We don't know.
He said he didn't want to get in an arranged marriage just for the sake of the bloodline.
Yeah, but he could have found out who's available. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have to be arranged.
Considering later on he's open to the idea of dating to find the one, he technically should have come back to that. I don't know if it pops up later in the manga.
Yeah, so the reason why he doesn't just immediately think of that is because emotionally that feels like giving in. That feels like just accepting what Grandma wants, and Grandma clearly does not care about her grandkids as people. She cares about the grandkids from the perspective of just the bloodline and the business.
Well, there's a lot of money at stake. They literally have like an empire going.
Yeah, this is that weird kind of wiggle room that happens in superhero stories where you're like, eugenics is bad, but they can shoot poison out of their eyes. Like, I don't...
Yeah, this isn't just, arbitrary, oh, we want to be for posh parents and, like, we must only date within your specific, like, social circle. This is, like, quite literally an entire, like, underground empire at stake. Which
of murder. So just to be clear.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would not be shocked if this ends with the bloodline ending. Because, again, I'm pretty sure I know who Endgame is. So...
I do like how Himekawa is immediately like, oh, they are not going to be able to afford to pay you because you did way more work than what they put up for. So, hey, hot stuff. As long as they don't have to sell their organs, I'll do anything you want.
Intense wink wink.
Zoom in on her breast. Or counterpoint her penis. So they go to a shark-themed restaurant, which we find out is a bar and grill that is only open for lunch, except for the fact they are clearly here at night. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
He bought the restaurant. It's the only explanation.
It's just weird that the end of volume thing has to specifically say they are only open at night, or they're only open for lunch.
Yeah.
Why would you make that choice?
I don't know. But they go in, everybody's wearing
I don't
shark.
care. I love the theme, and I would go here.
Shark, let's go shark. Come on, shark, get that mackerel.
So did Kinosaki convinced him they would be going on a double date, right?
Yeah, and then she
Yes.
Okay.
And then she lied so that
those two would be alone together. And then Kinosaki's like, I'll just blend into the crowd and observe from a distance so that I can play referee. And oh crap, he immediately spotted me. He's flipping this date so quickly. He's trying really hard. Thankfully, Himikawa's a really easygoing person, so
no, it's just immediately why he should only date in the criminal underworld, because the second they get past the initial friction, they have shit to talk about.
Yep. But he can't think about that on his own. He's too busy being socially awkward. Kinosaki's like, I know what to do. I'm going to hack into the display board here for the baby shark karaoke and have the little shark mascot give dating advice.
The discontinued shark mascot that was the advice shark that had blood dripping out of its mouth and crazy eyes and was also a whale shark. No, it's a killer whale, and a killer whale is not a shark.
Yeah. But anyway, Garo sees that, and he is able to proceed from there. I love the little B plot here of Kinosaki immediately getting caught by the staff and then just seducing them
seducing each staff member that comes by trying to stop them.
May just happened to bang his way through man and woman alike.
Lap pillowing the manager and a waitress. Just I'm running out of room here.
Oh man. They bond over their childhood trauma. There's a whole thing of Himikawa wearing a boy's outfit to come to the... This is really several layers deep of why I thought what I did.
You're probably got a better eye for this sort of thing than me, because I think the reason why I didn't get that vibe was because of Hidekawa's figure, which, given May's figure, that really...
It's not as much of an indication as it should be.
The next outfit May wears is freaking D-cup stacked in a sweater, which is insane.
The more you say it, the more it's oh yeah, he really does have a type.
I love this whole sad backstory as them emotionally connecting over having shitty childhoods, and then just Himikawa going no one's ever validated me doing what I want because I'm good at it. And then she has a vision of her looking longingly at a wedding dress in the window and is crying, and then him just going hey, I want to propose that we be friends. I'm not ready for a relationship yet, but I want to be your friend to maybe have a relationship with you.
Sounds extremely healthy, and I wasn't expecting it. Sure. I like this plan.
Yeah, full disclosure in the future. Maybe just only tell the person you're telling that. Don't proceed to go, and then once we become friends, you will be my girlfriend. And then once we are boyfriend and girlfriend, I will propose to you, and then we can be married, and then we will have children.
maybe just do the first part, and the rest of it can happen later.
I don't know. Depending on how old you are, some people appreciate not having a plan up front. That's what the internet tells me.
Yep. And then we got to the page that broke me because it was him. It was Himikawa going funny you went on this. I thought you and Kinosaki were a couple. Kinosaki's a guy. What? And I thought it was going to be page turn. Oh, so am I.
Damn.
Kinosaki too? Wait, two?
Oh no. It was going to be him keep proposing to women only to find out they can't biologically have his children. So he has to do it all over again. It's like, damn it, why do I keep falling in love?
That would be a great bit, honestly.
I'm sure
Honestly,
it exists.
yeah.
I feel like this exists.
But you were straddling me in a wetsuit. How did I not notice the bulge? I'm kind of embarrassed about it. It's just really tiny.
I thought there was going to be a joke about when he was holding her by the chest, and it was just like, it felt just like pillows. Oh, you mean these? And then just like pulls out pillows.
Kidasaki slides over. What kind of pillows do you use? Those look nice.
Oh my.
So, unfortunately, that is the last of Himekawa we see in this reading. I do hope she shows up again. I like her a lot. This next rescuee romantic prospect, she's also great. This person is so much fun.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the previous arc is like the manga finding its feet, and then these next two are, okay, we're locked in, we got all the goofy world building bullshit out of the way, you know what manga this is, we're just gonna go.
You're not going to blink an eye about the fact that he's now protecting the heiress of the toy company Ballsack.
That's really funny.
Her father died and bequeathed the company to her, but she's not of age yet. And so her uncle has hired you to protect her. Her uncle, who only ever wears dress shoes, a Speedo, and a tie, and is constantly working out.
To be fair, the tie is painted on.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
Also,
it is never brought up why. There is no reason for it. He's just always working out.
Well, here's the
I know.
thing.
I 100% believe there was like 5 minutes of shock value, and then after it, when they realized it was not a gag, it's just one of those
Crap,
things.
we're committed to it now.
Yeah, we're committed to it. I guess this is just this guy.
I thought for the longest time that their company made the human furniture that they were the CEO was sitting in front because he's dressed identically to the human furniture. And if you look, the meeting room is him holding up a bar for 3 chairs. So he is human furniture, but he's also like,
let's see, that's a secret non-public facing company. Not even Urashino knows about it.
I had to look up that to make sure that her father, who had recently died, wasn't the dude murdered in the first chapter by Garo.
Oh, wouldn't that be a twist?
That'd be something.
But no, apparently human furniture is just a common hobby, but also might have been I don't know why this guy is dressed the same as the people from the beginning.
Me neither, but we know
probably because the mangaka
higher.
found it funny.
I mean, I find it funny. Props to them. And also, it's cool.
At one point, a fleet of helicopters flies in, and he pull-ups from the landing run. But the thing with Urashino here, the heiress of the company, is she is super socially awkward. Like, you thought Garo was bad? No, this girl is wet tissue paper. She can't be approached in a friendly manner by 2 other girls her age without breaking down into tears and hiding in her hoodie.
The thing that they do to signify, I think, is pretty clever. They literally get in her head and you hear all of the voices screaming at her, which is why she freezes up.
I'm Shiori, I'm a freshman econ major, and the things that I like are horror stories, favorite games, funny quiz, is called Happy TV shows, home. Like, just getting crowded out by what do I say? What do I do? Analysis paralysis.
I don't have this particular brand of anxiety. That's a good way of conveying that sort of, I have to say the right thing kind of fear.
Meanwhile, Garo, when it's who is posing as a college student, when it's his turn in this meet and greet to announce himself, he says, "Hi, I'm Daigo Oshima," which is his pseudonym for this. "Now, watch me chug these 8 pints."
And I'm like, damn, that's super cool. I would be clapping at this party, but everyone thought he was just weird.
And then, the pièce de résistance, he vomits up
something.
As it turns out, his mouth was full of liquid-absorbing polymer.
Yeah, he throat goats out something that leads me to believe that he'll be happy with any relationship he finds.
It's one of those tentacle dildos.
Basically, yeah.
And then our next villain.
I mean, we don't find out he's a villain for a small amount of time, but it's so obvious because he's the only person with any character design here.
And he is sitting there at this like meet and greet party where they've got huge like salaryman pints of beer and food, and everyone's going around in a circle introducing themselves. He's sitting there meditating. Yeah, he's sitting there meditating, wearing his noise-canceling headphones, listening to extreme relaxation, some rando's fireplace in the Alps ASMR. He stands up, goes, "I am Naruko. That is all. What about your full name and major? I forgot what those are. It does not matter. Namaste."
Yeah, he's 100% that guy.
I love the reactions from the audience, and it's all the guys going like, that, he didn't say anything. That was really stupid. And then it was all the women going like, my God, he could be my husband.
Oh, that's a great pair of panels.
He's so hot and stupid. It's perfect.
You know what? You're not wrong. He's just nice to look at. And that's all you have to do. Just nice to look at.
Or have a big salary, as we've established from Google.
Yeah.
Yes.
Garo and May and Urshino are all walking home, and it's like, hey, you don't really need to push yourself for all these social interactions. No, I do. It's my tragic backstory.
Fortunately, whilst this is also to some degree a Mad Lib tragic backstory, this one is a lot more cohesive, and honestly, I think a lot better of a backstory because I don't know. I feel like this one is pretty relatable.
She's literally trying to fulfill her father's dying wish. Like on his deathbed, he's like, "My daughter, you need to loosen the hell up. Go make some friends. Don't let your anxieties hold you back. Have a drink on me when you turn 20.
And then you get to be the leader of our company." But why'd you pick me? I'm dead.
You'll have to figure that out on your own.
But yeah, the thing I like about this is even though she has this absolutely terrible anxiety, she doesn't want to be this way. She wants to be more outgoing. She wants to brighten other people's lives. When there's something that, you don't have the skills for yet, but you want to do it, that sort of push you need to drag yourself out of your shell is it's a very human thing. Yes. And this leverages this motivation really well.
And as they're having this deep conversation in an alleyway under the moonlight, it's here where it's revealed that Naruko is the bad guy, because he's standing on top of a power pole observing them. And I think I only just realized the backpack that he's wearing is a piano.
It never comes up, but he had a piano in this scene for no reason.
That's a piano! Yep. I thought that was a background detail! That is backpack!
That is a piano in a carrying case on his backpack.
I thought it was like a 7-Eleven sign or something, but then I'm like, no, wait a minute. It's strapped to his back.
It's not attached to anything. It's strapped to his back.
Oh, I immediately knew that. Oh. Go ahead.
Yes, I have questions.
Me too.
What you do with those fingers?
Well, what he does is tap at his cracked phone screen like, oh, crap, forgot to charge my phone.
Yes.
Which, considering how ridiculously detail-oriented and plans within plans his bullshit later is...
His entire thing is he doesn't think through.
He has plans within plans for, doing this one thing, but everything else might as well not exist. And it always comes up badly for him. So... He wears a piano as a backpack, a full ass-sized piano. Okay. This is just some JoJo's bullshit. I don't care that the powers are stupid. They're turn your brain off fun action scenes in the background of this, these character dynamics. I will say though, What the f*** do you mean he says later he can't do hand-to-hand combat? You're wearing a piano like a backpack! Any normal person you could just fold like an omelet!
You don't understand. It's different skill set. Skill issue.
You don't understand, Jacob. All of those muscles are his back muscles. His hands have no muscles. So he has to do back-to-face combat.
Wait, not that kind, not that kind.
Not that kind.
He just does rowing motions at his enemy.
My favorite thing is we establish immediately, as in right now, that when we see Shiori's aunt, who is the woman who hired this assassin to kill her niece so that she can be the head of the company, blah blah blah, that plot's obvious. She is actively massaging him because you think she's into him, which she probably is, but also he can hypnotize people with sound. And we establish that the aunt has been hypnotized for this entire time. And you're like, well, why is he an assassin? Why not just hypnotize people for money?
Because he's part of an assassin clan.
You don't understand. That's the job. You're an assassin. It's like what you do.
Everyone needs hobbies, Matt.
Yeah.
I guess. The problem is he has hypnotized the people who hired him to do the job. He could just cut out the middleman.
So he can get free benefits like back rubs.
You can do that regardless of doing the job. Whatever.
Cut to Shiori's first day of class. Garo and May are also there. Garo is paying a lot of attention, and May's just like, hey, dude, we're just faking this as a cover story for our bodyguard, right? I've never been in a classroom with other people before.
I'm a nerd who enjoys learning. I hate identifying with this guy sometimes.
There is a
You're sad. I'm gonna nap.
There is a whole ass subplot of Garo being so excited to do the college experience that he shows off being incredibly good at something, which completely devalues the thing Shiori just did, so she's overlooked.
From his point of view, remember, he was kind of like put in a controlled environment, and he's like, yay, I get to be an actual person with like normal people. It's fun. I'm cosplaying.
Yeah, he's excited. He's just forgotten that he's supposed to be lifting up Shiori.
Shiori gets her moments to shine where it matters. He also has to talk about his special interest in this econ class, where the professor's like, what's an example of a product that revolutionized this industry? My special interest DIY candy kit.
Interesting.
Tell me more.
And he and the professor immediately gain like a mutual professional respect.
Which, while this whole nonsense is going, a sound wave travels through the room, disorienting everyone. And also, the sound wave vibrates at such a frequency that the screws unscrew from the light fixture only above Shiori, and she is almost killed. But luckily, Garo devised a cure for motion sickness, which is sound reverberating his inner ear. And they both realize they're geniuses and know the other person's power immediately. And this will be the closest the other guy and main villain of this arc gets to using sound powers. From here on out, nothing he does is as sound related as this. And this is already pushing the border.
Well, you see, Matt, if they went with the original idea and they gave him the power of audio acoustic cooling, he'd be powerful. And they couldn't justify Jiro winning, so they had to nerf him by making his sound powers less cool than that.
Yes, because his sound powers make ice, because sound makes fire.
Exactly.
They don't even pretend. I'm sorry, no, this guy also has a whole bunch of like bullshit. Like, I read a Wikipedia article. I'm sorry, I read the first paragraph
of a Wikipedia article.
Later, he says he gets his power from fentricides or something, which is essentially the chemical that makes cut grass smell the way it does.
Yeah, it's like he needs to be in peak physical condition to use his powers. So he needs to do, like, holistic medicine bullshit. So he dives into a ditch full of cut grass.
Yeah, and like it just inhales, because that's how he gets his powers, is like great outdoor. And I looked this up, and like the belief that inhaling these is a health benefit is like it's used in alternative Eastern medicine. And I'm like, oh, okay, so there's no actual benefit. Like otherwise, it would just be in medicine.
Yep, that's how that sort of thing goes.
Yep. But Naruto, now that his drop a light fixture on them plot failed, he's like, all right, cool. This entire department is having a camping trip team building weekend. So we'll have everyone alone out in the woods. Excellent place to do some murder. I've watched Friday the 13th.
I mean, that's not super unusual. Like,
it's not. It's not unusual.
Plenty of people get murdered in the woods.
Yeah, plenty of people get murdered in the woods. The crazy thing is how deep the hypnotizing goes, because it's revealed that Urashino's uncle, who is still working out in front of a buff cat poster.
That's how we know he's rich. He can afford.
Yes.
He can afford high quality furry art.
He can afford high art, yes.
The buff furry art, yes. He has been hypnotized to grant permission for this trip, which is stupid because it's revealed later that he would have just granted permission for the trip anyway because it would have made his niece happy. That's not important. What's also important is the fact that he is subtly planting hypnosuggestions in the minds of all the girls on the bus.
I don't like that the hypnotism effect looks very similar to that webtoon we read about the cat head people.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Everything is fine. What do you mean?
Everything is fine. Oh, but we are about to get into the Friday the 13th art. Shall we take a quick break?
It sounds good.
Hey, wait a minute. And welcome back to the show, folks, where last we left our assassins.
Main characters.
Our main characters. They were going on a camping trip for team building amongst the economy majors at this college. And Garo is immediately ingratiating himself to by being a master cook. So Garo's chefing up a storm. May is standing there, ostensibly dressed to help, but just cheering him on.
Men who can cook are actually 3 times hotter.
Facts. This is true.
Meanwhile, he's fucking excelling at this, and poor Shiori's just trying to, like, hey, does anyone want to try the my yakisoba? Oh, no one wants to try my yakisoba because they ate so many good grilled skewers? Oh, no. Oh. It's like, maybe we did too good, May. Maybe we're really kind of ruining our mission here.
Hey, May, should I, tone it down a little bit? Nah, Urashino said she wanted to figure this out herself.
Yeah. So if she can't, feed everyone, I will be the entertainment! Yay!
She gets a cute little witch outfit. She looks adorable.
Cute. It is very cute.
It's extremely cute.
I guess
and she's
like a freshman in college, though, right? So
it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, high school maybe. Well, high school definitely. Okay, yes, but college, you're on a camping trip. Out of nowhere, you're cosplaying a witch. I got questions.
Let her live her truth. Yeah, she magic tricks up a storm so that people will try her pasta.
And because it's so cool, everyone's like, this is amazing. It is so cool. I have a second stomach and I'm going to eat more of it. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, she's so happy. The panel of her being so like, it's so cute.
Literally glowing.
Yep.
And of course, she messes up at the end and douses herself in pasta. But she's happy because she actually did social things. But we gotta tell scary stories. So story TM is told by one of the guys.
They have to have their test of courage arc because they're camping. So.
Mm-hmm. And hey, what was that Don arc we read? The one about the people who were doing the sacrifices and then stopped and the local god got mad? It's basically that.
It's a common trope, actually, and supernatural.
Wait, isn't that also the summer Hikaru died?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's just a trope.
It is. But everybody is getting ready for the test of courage. Gonna head towards the spooky old shrine, but we don't want anybody actually climbing the mountain. Danger. Put a picture stand out there that you can take a selfie in. Hey, has anyone seen Naruto?
He's majestically leaping shirtless through the forest.
Like straight out of Tolkien, he's an elf.
This man is in a different manga, which conceivably he just left the party to go put piano wire up all throughout the forest.
Yes, you do.
And also finding out the artist for this worked on Demon Slayer, I'm like, okay, so where's where all this came from, because this is just Spider Mountain.
Say no
Yep.
more. I got you.
Wait a minute, is that why he had the piano? So he had actual wire?
You could just carry piano wire. It would be less conspicuous.
It's not as thematic, Jacob.
This isn't enough. A piano wouldn't have enough wire for this.
This actually makes it harder to do the thing you want to do.
See, the backpack was just a piano-shaped case, and it was full to the brim with nothing but rolls of wire.
Nothing but piano wire.
So, yes, but he didn't bring the backpack on the school trip. Like everyone. They shared a bus to get here.
It's planning ahead. He planted the backpack / the piano ahead of time.
He's explicitly bad at that.
So it's fine. We have to get to one of the best scenes in the manga.
Yes,
we've already established these people can use their stands to induce hallucinations. So
yep. As Urshino and Garo make their way through on the test of courage, they reach the photo stand, they take the selfie, and the snap of the camera shutter activates the programming, and suddenly, to Shiori's eyes, she is alone, and Garo is the weird sound-faced monster of the legend who starts grudge-walking at her.
And she runs into the shrine at the top of the cliff and has a vision of her father doing pretty much the standard, it was a mistake to entrust the company to you.
Ghost of her father speaking to her from beyond the thing, like, you should come be with me because you are a failure. And it's fine. I should have never expected anything of you.
They never state this outright, but the implication is that, like, what specifically the visions are saying to you is coming from within the characters' own heads.
Yeah.
That's pretty kind of. In this case, it might be a little more this might be more along the lines of the hypnotism, because the villain of this arc does mention she's got a lot of different people to pick from for these, so it's like it seems he's a little more aware of what's going on in her head, but he's also magic and his sound powers are bullshit. He's just a vampire. Like,
yes.
Yes, he starts Dio walking down a cliff at one point.
No, Dio walks better than Dio because he just trips into the stone with his feet. Whereas, if you remember, Dio had to awkwardly shove his legs into drywall.
This is true.
But before we get that, we get Shori
Fighting
resisting.
through the despair.
Yeah.
Yep, the hypnosis almost makes her hang herself, but she fights through it. Force of will, like desire to live, all that good stuff. Goes to flee. Oh crap! This shrine is at the edge of a cliff.
Runs directly out of a window.
But thankfully, Garo is there with his water-absorbent polymer. Seriously, what the hell is this stuff?
It's a water-absorbent polymer. That's that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Why is that a poison? You're right. I don't understand either.
I guess
you underestimate the power of my stand.
I mean, I guess you can't consume the waterproofing chemicals because they're poison.
Okay, but I guess yes. If you define poisons as anything not edible, sure.
Listen, they already roped acids in, so yeah.
You underestimate the power of my stand. Britney Spears!
I'm
he
saying
is not that innocent.
no. Oh no.
Oh.
Don't worry, he'll do it again.
I love it.
Naruko begins Dio walking down the wall.
Yes, as you do. And there's even some dark muda like in the murmuring in the background here of
I'd be fine with how obnoxious this is if this wasn't like the chapter ender. So it's supposed to be, my God, he's so hardcore, and it's just like, no, he's just doing a Dio.
I'm just saying, I feel like I'd probably react differently in the moment, but I want to say I would like all over and probably die of laughter about it.
It's the fact that he's doing this bullshit while being called Sound Master Naruko, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with sound. What the fuck?
It doesn't.
If they don't even get the bullshit that Poison does by saying, like, by the way, when you inject yourself with sound, you get superpowers.
Yeah.
Dio did it first.
No, this guy is just Dio. Like, he is hot vampire man is what he is.
That's an insult to Dio.
Garo is like, all right, I've been specially training with May, so I won't freak out when I carry you. Hop on for a piggyback ride. We're getting out of here.
Proceeds to then just
piggyback incorrectly.
I'm going to be a foot backpack today. And he's just like, I was not expecting this.
This is a lot more intimate than I was prepared for. Oh no.
This isn't what I practiced. And as my friend John put it when I was sharing, how did they put a girl in his cockpit when he's not in a mecha?
Oh, golden, yes.
There are ways, apparently. Ways such as having a tree, the massage chair.
He needs
in
the nice,
tree.
comfy chair so that he can pluck the strings to shoot sound lasers at you.
I'm
You
just
look
saying.
like an idiot in those cat ears.
So what we know so far about him, Soundmaster Naruko, is legitimately he must get super stressed out because think about it. He had to hypnotize someone to massage him, and now he needs to be in a massage chair. I feel like this guy is dealing with, I don't know, some deep-seated anxiety or trauma or something.
He's also constantly listening to ASMR, like relaxed music.
Yes. Yes.
He needs to be in peak physical condition, or otherwise his powers don't work. What does that mean? Doesn't matter.
It means we can have a cool action scene.
It actually means both. I mean, his backstory is expanded upon.
Shiori both put on gamer cat ear headsets.
Yeah.
Only $30. We get the most nonsensical of the. Actually, okay. Before we get to the absolute dumbest, that's not how this works. Just let them be magic. Moment. I will say there is something kind of funny about the fact that, like, when Jiro tries to acid the piano wires, they're vibrating at a frequency that repels the acid. Actually, is like. If the entire rest of the fight wasn't incredibly stupid, I would call that clever.
Yeah, because almost immediately they're like, oh wow, that's actually kind of clever, but then they're like,
now it's sound golem. Okay.
quite impressive, the number of ways that's not how sound works, such as inducing more hallucinations, like her uncle, but big.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. I'm like paging through and I'm just like, what is this supposed to be?
It's clearly something physical because Garrow kicks it.
I'm just saying, like, there's also the fact that, like, it's like page turn and giant uncle is there.
Garrow can see and interact with this thing, is the thing.
Yeah, it has to be physical, and it doubles down with the stupid sound golem thing, because, okay, again, here's another one where it's like, this is...
Garrow rebuts it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of dumb. But the even dumber one, because again, this is one of those ones where it's like, okay, you know, given the kind of world we're in, this is actually sort of clever until it just keeps being dumb. Garrow causes the trees to grow, which if he can't cause the lines to go slack by attacking them directly, he changes the shape of the trees, making them bigger so that the lines aren't as precisely positioned as they're supposed to be. Okay, I mean, the sound guy actually points out that cutting the trees themselves would have been easier, but that's kind of clever. And then the sound golem is still there despite the fact that the wires aren't moving?
The wires don't have anything to do with that, Jacob. You clearly weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't.
The sound golem is a separate bloodline factor, obviously.
And it's not made out of sound. It's made out of dirt and branches and tree roots and leaves and whatnot that have been manipulated by the sound waves. Sonic lifting, like how they built the pyramids.
Okay.
We need a mini-minute man video about that.
Because you see, if you blow into a didgeridoo, you can lift a... Ergo! Golem.
Yeah, so I mean, like, technically, when he, like, controls all the wires, the sound golem stops moving, but theoretically, it should just dissolve, right? Like,
it should just fall apart, yes.
You'd think.
Also, he could have just cut the trees, and that's said, but then, like, Naruko's like, oh, but if he'd cut the trees, I would have noticed that. And it's just like, yeah, but you had to fucking set this up in advance, so it doesn't matter. Like, it would have ruined your plan. But he decided to use fertilizer, because fertilizer is a poison.
Yep. And you see, this... I knew that you knew how to defeat my plan, so I had a plan within my plan. You see, I planted that about the mountain god, and so... all of the students will think that this is the mountain god return, and they will begin to panic and try to sacrifice one of their own to the god.
Conveniently, I sent Shiori to go back to the rest of the students rather than just keep her safe and secluded, which would have been the smart thing to do.
Wait, why would they panic? Why wouldn't they just run from the big thing? I did a rock slide to block the road.
But also I hypnotized them, but only slightly, so they weren't constantly hypnotized. But when they're in a specific situation, they'll remember what I said about the curse.
That seems incredibly specific and convoluted. Never mind that, I'm going...
He makes a Stradivarius by karate chopping trees and plucking out his hair.
He sets up to play it and then just yeets it in Jiro's face.
I mean, good, because that violin would have sounded like shit. Like, like that's, you can't just use any wood for violin.
Yep.
But it was thematic.
But all this is really an opportunity for him to get into his tragic backstory, where he's like, the weak should be sequestered away from the strong or die.
Yes, okay, straw nihilist's argument that is designed to be so extreme it's easy to refute. This is also where we get the whole the cut grass gives him his superpowers.
Yeah.
I can't tell if this entire setup is supposed to be a joke because it immediately bites him in the ass. Like, he explains this nonsense about his superpowers right now, and immediately jumps into this pool of sweet, sweet plant hormones, takes a big whiff only to realize it's poison gas.
Yeah.
He takes a big whiff, nuts, and then is like, oh, wait a minute, crap, this...
The greatest high of my life.
Dying.
You see, we poison masters are great at setting up traps.
Yep, that's something that this manga never bothers with.
We've seen him set up a trap once, and it was an incredibly convoluted and stupid trap, and it was in the first 2 pages and never mentioned again. Everything else he's done is he's just thrown poison at the problem.
As you do.
Hey,
It's
so...
The mangaka wanted to write a story about, like, assassins having cool trap room battles, then realized, I don't want to do that. Let's just have Supermen punch each other.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, crap. Defeating him didn't actually break the hypnosis on the kids. What do we do? Don't worry. Shiori has a whole new magical... She's Zuli the Witch. And she's going to use her pyrotechnics to destroy the forest god.
So, I had a question, because even rereading this part, is this... What, did she come up with the... I thought she was aided through either it was May or...
Thematically, narratively, it's a lot better if she comes up with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of really implied that May helped a lot.
Yeah, because I get that they're trying to convince, obviously, the rest of the students that, hey, she's super cool, she's taking control of the situation, and she actually has these powers. Yeah, but I think, like, whether or not she hatched this plan herself, I thought May, like, really, put a lot of effort into it.
They don't state this outright, but I'm basing this off of how she has been through the entire thing. She probably had the idea, started to say it, then balked, like, getting the analysis paralysis, and May is like, no, keep going, and, like, pushed her into, like, going all the way through with it.
Also, don't wear the magical girl outfit. You need to dress up like a witch here. I'm just going to put you in an outfit because that's my whole deal. Also, this is how you talk and do the entire plan.
Yeah, I think Shiori came up with the plan, and May and Garo were just facilitating. May by helping with the makeup and the public speaking, coaching, and Garo with, I have accelerants. So
I can make the little, I say little Party City fireball. This is a massive fucking fireball. There's no way that this is part of a party shop's repertoire, but that's not stopped this manga before.
She's actually casting a 3rd level spell. This is just a scroll of fireball.
And it destroys the sound golem that's still up.
For some reason, Garo decides to talk to Naruka and be like, oh, by the way, you remember that flashback you had of killing your brother and how you were forced to do it and it made you strong? That's actually you being weak. Shiori's the real strong one because she was scared and didn't need to do any training.
No, it's because she was scared and untrained, but she stepped up anyway.
Yeah, but they were just trained to get past their fears as well. I get where the manga wants to go with this, but
they were conditioned to be murderers.
I suppose, yes.
I think the manga pulls that off exactly as intended. Yeah. The only thing that I'm not the keenest on is, like, he's such a straw man of, like, it doesn't take much to take the moral high ground over him. So
his backstory is 6 panels that are repeated. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
But like her being strong, I think that they like it's her
She's
character
strong
that
in the
is,
real way.
Yeah, they nail her character. The villain exists to facilitate the action scene. There's a whole thing about Jiro dosing everybody to think that the entire event was a dream. I don't know that was necessary, but fine.
That's some Power Rangers level of good thing that battle happened in the abandoned district.
Yeah.
So the helicopters come in. Again, Uncle is doing chin-ups on the landing run. like a true Chad.
Like a
Hey, he
completely
loves
normal person.
He loves his niece.
Yeah.
Went out of his way to hire the best of the best.
Garo gets head pats. It wipes his brain.
Yep.
Rarely.
May have
It
to
is-
get photographic evidence of this happening.
It is really funny him reflexively dodging the head pats.
Yeah. Head pat.
Hey, Auntie, I know you were trying to kill me and all, and that's kind of up, but clearly it was out of your deep passion and love for this company. So please teach me everything you know, and I will do my best.
Are we not going to talk about the other assassin she hired?
I'm just
No, we're
saying,
not.
yeah, we got Peg Leg McGee, and his peg leg is a gun.
This man exists for 3 panels. We're really talking about him.
Garo tries to Batman away.
He tries and fails.
And he parkours down the wall like he's Sonic, and is like, that was really cool. I made a real connection there. I feel like I'm growing as a person, but Shiori needs to be untethered by relationships in order to blossom into her chosen path in life. Maybe I will return to her one day, but it's time for me to be all cool, and she rides in on a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
By the way, she's cool now. I mean, she's always been cool, but now she's extra cool. She's cool enough to hang out with you.
The motorcycle represents her self-confidence or something. It doesn't.
Yeah, I liked that because this is
I thought it was cool.
This is the person that she wanted to be. This was the Shiori that was locked inside the hoodie, and now she's willing to just be herself and not think about it.
So, Garo, we're gonna go out for drinks. They're all sitting around quietly, having drinks, dinner, and
Nobody's talking.
they're blowing it so fucking badly. I need to take charge. I need to deal with this. I have a new party trick. Throat something again? No. For an incel, you're really romantic.
How is this poison related?
He's just good with flowers. And they just do party tricks and magic tricks at each other. And
Aw, it's so cute.
it's really cute.
It's cute.
Yeah. It's their own awkward language.
Yeah.
I also another moment I really, as they part, like Shiori is just like 100% Riz, has an awesome exit, and
Yes.
the panel of her leaving is just so cool. And then it cuts to immediately after where she's like, I can't believe I did it right. Oh my god.
I liked that a lot. Like, she was in the moment, she was feeling her. She's like, all right, cool. I can, and she just went for it. She had the confidence and did it. And then afterwards, reflexive analysis paralysis. I like that. That's a very fun and real feeling character.
And then we also get a completely normal RSVP message to kick off our final mini arc.
I mean, this is somewhat normal, I guess, since we've already been socialized into the whole assassin world.
World of weirdos.
Yeah, this is just another day. For you, it was weird. For everyone else, it was Tuesday.
Butterflies flutter down out of the sky. For Garo, it's RSVP YN for Bugmaster's wedding. And Shiori's like, May is like, that guy looks so creepy. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna coolly slide out of this arc and decline. And actually, you got a too detailed letter written out.
In formal language, it's one of those. Honestly, kudos to whoever.
Dearest
Kudos,
Kinosaki.
yeah, kudos to whoever translated that, because I know that there are different ways to write in Japanese, and they did a good job of making it clear that this is the super formal and traditional.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is, they made personalized invitations based on I guess their formality with the person.
Yeah.
Very cute.
And put them
For
on
Garo,
live
it's just-
butterflies.
Yeah, for Garo, it's just, hey, bro, you showing up? And for Kino,
Yeah.
my friend of my mutual acquaintance.
Ugh. So
Well, he had to
we're
make
gonna...
fancy. He could have just texted him and be like, "You in? Yes or no?"
But he's the bug master. He's got to do
Exactly.
bug things.
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll be your +1, Garo. And if you need a new outfit, you're also buying me a new outfit.
Gotta pay the outfit tax, the date tax.
and they're both good outfits.
Yeah.
I love the friggin' gaggle of weirdos at this wedding.
You found your people. It's
The
like
kids are playing with giant bugs.
Yes.
This is when we find out that the entire Japanese criminal underworld just works like a reborn family, where they're all just incredibly on the nose naming conventions. But,
Yeah. And you're like, how did you not get caught? I don't know. People are dumb.
You don't understand. This mafia family has been training with baseball bats since the generations.
What?
Therefore, they're the Bat Clan.
Yep.
No, that's another clan.
Well, they'd be like the Von Battios, but that's because Reborn's very Italian mafia.
Very needle masked. He looked like a copy ability.
I honestly was
He does.
thinking something else when I saw this character because I was just like, oh no, enemy. Friend? Oh no.
He does.
Well, that's the
gorilla-
joke. That's the joke. He's set up like, oh no, Jiro's being attacked. No, he's actually getting acupuncture and he pays the guy for it.
Yeah, you know, he's gonna pay for
Gorilla
supplies. He's like, man.
And he's also a really attentive dad.
A really attentive dad with no boundaries. I'd be like, holy crap, you got 3 kids literally crawling.
Yeah.
Calm down.
They're going on a trip to Undeadsney Land.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna find the frozen corpse of Undeadsney? They keep him under the park. They can't unfreeze him in modern times, though, because he has some political sensibilities that are no longer appropriate in the modern era.
It's actually just run by the guy from Undead Unlock.
Honestly, I that would explain some things. Anyway, Bugmaster's wedding.
Yeah.
We get some backstory of he and Jiro's meeting. This is mostly just cute. I actually kind of appreciate the fact that they have the wedding basically go off without a hitch, because I know that's a problem in Western comics where they'll never just have a wedding. The wedding always gets crashed by a villain, and like technically that happens here, but they do it in a way that doesn't disrupt the wedding, so they kind of get to have their wedding cake and eat it too.
It's treated it's like a comedy bit. It's like a very low tier villain shows up, and Garo's like, the spider companion of Bugmaster tipped me off to this villain. I'm gonna go fight him. Here, Kinosaki, here's my best man speech. Read that out for me. BRB.
If this had been a 2000s anime, this arc would have been a filler episode.
Yeah. See, actually, here's the funny thing. You're right, but I do like, because I mentioned it previously, but this is where we really dig into the idea of, whatever his current morals may be, Jiro has a natural, inherent and reflexive goodness that is like the connection that he has with the Bugmaster. So they do actually use this for actual character progression. Because unfortunately, a lot of that filler was characterized by the fact that, oh no, we need an episode this week, but we caught up with the manga. Do something that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Whereas this is actually clearly supposed to be here, but it does have the vibe of
It's got all the aura of a filler episode, but it actually has character stuff in it, which yeah. To quickly synopsize it, the bad guy, his whole thing is bombs. He's got a bunch of prosthetic limbs, and he's like, I hate that Bugmaster. I'm going to have all of my hired and then I'm going to blow up his bride. It'll be so cool. Oh crap, all my goons have been defeated.
by Julia Jr.
Yes.
Yes, Julia Jr. is okay. One of my favorites. Okay, one of my favorite side characters. I love her.
The real hero.
That's great.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a token backstory of blowing myself up made me feel alive and did a kindness onto me.
This guy got into debt. Okay, and then he got in so much debt, went to some essentially loan sharks to essentially hook him up, and now is trying to claw his way out of other life debt. It's not. He doesn't make good decisions.
There's no essentially about it. It's explicitly that. It's Mr. Puppet Master.
He does not make good decisions.
He went to a cyberpunk Ripper dock.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, it's like, oh, my life didn't have any meaning, but blowing myself up gave me meaning, and the Bugmaster did a kindness that I took as a not kindness, and
Damn it, I can't be self-destructive anymore.
Because Bugmaster's entire thing is like he is just nice to people,
and that's not what I wanted. I wanted in blazing glory. Blah 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 blah.
I'm on the fence about whether or not Garou's best man speech was a good best man speech or not. It really
it smacks of plot and character relevance more so than being a good best man speech.
It's really self-centered. He kind of saves him at the end by going like, and that's why Bugmaster is such a good guy, and you're really lucky to be marrying him, bride. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, not a great speech.
It kind of comes out as just like, if only I should have been his.
The Bugmaster is the one that got away for Jiro. Yeah, no, 100%. The speech is for the audience, not for the characters in the universe. And then
villain of the week. Use it. He gets Team Rocket's blasting off again, and he's like, but I can turn off my inhibitors to rocket my way to suicide bomb this church. Oh no, I'm having a change of heart. He was actually such a cool guy. I'm instead going to fly into the clouds and explode because it started raining and
it gets rid of the rain, so it's all pretty and shit.
I also survived this.
Because of course.
That's some bullshit, but
again, it's weird. This is Jump Plus because this feels very vanilla Jump, but whatever. Yeah. We get the most normal and reasonable world building of this manga.
Yep, as our final chapter, where Bugmaster explains to Kinosaki, all big clans, they have some branch families, and that's what I am. My Bug Clan is a branch family of the Poison Clan, and they are so powerful that I am a disposable pawn to them. Except Garou is such a cool guy and such a reflexively good dude that he never saw me as a pawn, and I was determined to treat him as just another guy and be friends for the good of both of us. Needlemaster is also Needlemaster is also basically
same position, and they thank May for helping him. Is basically says out loud a lot of the stuff that I'd been mentioning.
Then he, carrying his bride in his arms, he flies away like Butterfree in that one episode.
In that one overrated episode, come at me with your pitchforks.
To go mate and
welcome
die. Oh, Jacob, bold of you to assume anyone's watched an anime from pre-2000. You're fucking ancient.
Oh!
We get a setup for the next arc villain, and that's the end of our...
Yeah.
So, yeah. Favorite character and favorite fight / mission. God, both Mei and Garo are great. I love them both. But, Himikawa. Shark Girl. I liked Shark Girl a lot. She's
How do you
just...
feel about Lava Boy?
Oh my god, no.
You know, he could have stood to show up in the manga a bit more.
Well, when Lava Boy shows up.
That's when you know it's gotten real.
No, Himikawa was great, and I really hope that she shows up again later.
I feel like they had a genuine, like, mature connection.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, for a zany action manga like this, you expect that sort of, like, genuine, emotional, mature connection and character action between characters. Like I know it does happen, but, like, looking at the genre stereotypically, that's not the sort of thing you expect, especially when it's this way. So I enjoyed it a lot, and that was also I'd say that was my favorite of the missions. I enjoyed Soundman, but it was a lot of bullshit, so I wasn't so much genuinely enjoying it.
Laughing at the stupid.
In a bemused way. And then the Bugmaster's Wedding was a filler episode, but a good one.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Matt? So, are we doing favorite character or favorite girl? I wasn't actually listening while you talked.
Whatever you want, go for it.
Favorite character, favorite mission.
Okay. Favorite character. I mean, Mei is pretty cool. I kind of like that they're just willing to let her be a piece of shit. Yeah. That's pretty good. Like
yeah.
Mei doesn't feel the need to redeem themselves. Like Mei knows what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're having some fun, and that's fine.
Yeah. Fucking his way through the entire shark restaurant to distract.
I want to know, is Mei, like, getting paid not only through, are they continuing their other side hustle? I don't know. I don't know.
I really hope Mei isn't defrauding people out of marriage, but you know what? What they do make it a case that he didn't get any numbers from those guys at the group date, but I don't know what that was about. I don't know. They might pick that up.
I think right now Mei is getting financial
sugar daddy
support by mooching off Garo, and getting emotional enjoyment by being involved in these shenanigans.
Yeah, Garo has infinite money. So.
Yeah. He makes a certain amount of sum. A certain sum. Yeah. That had to be censored. Yes.
Yeah. But I'd say Mei is probably my favorite character, although Himikawa is a close second. And in fact, I will pick the Himikawa arc just because I feel like it was tighter. I feel like Shiori's arc kind of meandered, and I kind of differ with Sam and Jacob's opinion. I don't really feel like she was that strong of a character. She kind of started off as a stereotype and then just became a completely different character, and I don't really get the connection. But the like cool art theft one was a much tighter arc. The villain was equally dumb, but he kind of sped ran being stupid bullshit. And at least the things he did were water themed.
That's fair.
Yeah, but that's me.
All right, Jay, how about you?
So, I actually had a preconceived, like, thought here, but after hearing, Sam and Matt, I have to change my response. So as far as favorite character, for amusement purposes even though he got ripped apart. Soundmaster Naruto. Yes, that was pure
wow.
shenanigans.
Wow, what a shock.
Wow, the shirtless, long-haired pretty boy. Wow.
Shut up. Anyway, but as far as favorite missions, I have to say, they have a very mature connection, and while we don't exactly feel like, even though, well, obviously she has an understanding of, the underworld connection there and crime and everything, so it was so much of like, I don't know, a brain buster. I feel like there could be some real development and real connection there. So I'll say that would have been my favorite mission, also because they're a giant random shark riding. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I will agree. I feel like they've got the more like believable connection, especially because the more important thing is they're both in the same stage of life right now.
Yeah, there's something adolescent about his relationship with Shori.
Which,
well, what do you mean as something? She's literally a friend.
they're the same age, but she's
at a different like point in her life.
Yeah.
It doesn't they still have a connection, but it's not the same kind of connection that he has with Himekawa.
and just practically like Shiori's like about to start running a company. She's not going to want to settle down and have some kids at the moment. Like it, which...
or because she doesn't have to go out and look for her, he's already interested in pursuing her. She's got locked down. I'm just saying.
That seems counterintuitive, huh?
I'm just saying it means that she doesn't have to then keep this on my list. And she still has to get through school, right? Maybe. Theoretically, she's not just, theoretically, she's not just going through like the motions of college. She actually is trying to get some kind of like education before she takes on a company.
Yeah, they make it pretty clear how serious she is about that. So
yeah.
All right, and Jacob, favorite character and favorite mission.
So my favorite character is clearly fuck, I forgot the pun. It's the shark.
It's the blonde lesbian shark.
Chomsky.
Chomsky. Obviously my favorite character, Chomsky. So I kind of have two favorites, though there is one that I'm going to come down as like favorite.
Goro's sister's girlfriend. The blonde lesbian.
Obviously. Himekawa, I feel, is the character I enjoyed the most. Like she had like the most verve to her. Like Mei obviously is like very similar in that sense, and like, gosh, what an amazing character. But I don't know, because she's one of the main, Himekawa feels a bit bigger. Like she kind of steals the scenes that she's in. So like she's the one I enjoyed reading the most and like the character I want to see back the most. But I really liked Shori's arc. Just the here's someone who wants to be more outgoing, and she has people who care about her who are saying, hey, you don't have to do this. And she's like, no, it's not that I'm forcing myself to do something I don't want to do. I'm forcing myself to be my best self. And seeing her like assert herself and by each step that we see get a little bit more outgoing to the point where she finally does kind of become the person she's looking to be. I think that's a really, really solid arc for her. The sort of unfortunate thing is that's definitely not my favorite mission, because she's the thing that saves that, because the rest of it is stupid nonsense. It's fun and funny stupid nonsense, so I didn't dislike any of it, but it's stupid nonsense. And honestly, funnily enough, if we're just talking about like I'm just gonna like go by action scene, because a lot of like the mission aspect of it was, it's basically stand battles, like they're not the main appeal. And quite frankly, the fight against the bomb guy I thought was the best choreographed. And just because that sort of... I like it when a series will... they'll like establish and like not state out loud like this is a character dynamic here. Like I like the whole thing of it, like they're setting up that, you know, the Bugmaster is an inherently good person. He has this goodness in his core, and that's why he connects with Jiro. And I like it when a story will every now and again just say the quiet part out loud, like, you know, it's like I was joking before about I can't hear you over the foreshadowing, but I like it sometimes when a series will just like say the quiet part out loud, and it's like, we are doing this on purpose. You should pay attention to this aspect of the story. It's one of those things to let you know that you know, to pay attention to certain things in this story and what specifically to pay attention to. Because focusing on the power is definitely not what the manga wants you to do. The powers are dangling keys in face.
Alrighty.
All right. Next, we have plot predictions. What do y'all think is going to happen? What do you think is happening? Where are we headed? Sam?
I mean, honestly, I kind of said what I thought was going to happen is, and like to, I guess, elaborate a little bit more on it. I think Jiro's going to meet a bunch of, you know, quirky, interesting characters, and he's going to find a bunch of connections. But ultimately, it's gonna be May, and
it's gonna be May.
I think what the big conflict is going to be is Jiro doesn't want to find somebody to continue the Poison Master bloodline. He wants to find somebody because he's lonely and he wants human connection, and that when it, like, the series is going to I believe ultimately wrap up with, oh, it was you all along, and then Grandma becomes the BBEG and the final obstacle to overcome.
Oh,
You
Jacob, I almost had it. Jacob,
I second everything Jacob just said.
All right.
What did you almost think, Matt?
I almost had a heart attack as Jacob said Grandma. I thought you were going to suggest that she continue the family bloodline.
No.
I'm like, oh no.
No.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh no.
That's a different anime. It's a different manga.
I don't want to read that manga.
Grandma still got it.
I don't know. I feel like they've set up Himikawa to be pretty endgame, because she was a step away from being like, I'm also thinking about marriage. To like,
yeah, like I don't discount that as the option.
I really genuinely don't get a romantic connection between May and Garo.
Exactly. Like Blue Period, right?
Like all the times we see Garo get flustered by May, it's just because of his like inexperience with women.
Which
true.
could be transferred onto any woman. He just is completely mystified by them if they're not like his sister or his grandmother, you know.
Well, no, he seems to be pretty good with women almost immediately after Himikawa, basically.
He was a lot, so.
Because that's basically a non-issue that there were a bunch of women at the camping thing. He seemed to do just fine.
Well, I mean, he was also in his zone because, like, he got off his cooking skills.
Yeah, he wasn't really interacting with them directly much. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. A lot of it to me is like the I think that there's more of a May is interested in him angle as of this point, because there's a lot of like, you know, I'm taking you on a date under the guise of me doing the marriage counseling thing, and really it's just actually a date. I just want to go here.
May is also being paid for this though, so like,
yeah, that's true.
Oh, they're used to it.
All right, and would you continue reading? I definitely would. I enjoyed this a lot. I really like the characters. I like the character dynamics and the arcs that have been started. And while the the fights, I am not as entranced by the jangling keys as I would normally be. They're goofy enough to be fun, so I'm not like thinking of them as a waste of time. How about you, Jake?
Well, funnily enough, similar, but in all honesty, I'm also not entranced with the jangling keys to the point where I'd be fine just skimming them. The fights are pure dumb spectacle, and I kind of hope that they don't couch important information in any of the fights. But I love the dynamics of the characters. It's one of those ones where this is a series that you could kind of see it finding its footing. I really like the fact that like the standard thing that Shonen Jump does, where it has like this huge chapter to begin with, and it just front loads a lot of stuff, and then all the chapters after that, it's like they're 20 pages of just flicking through one after the other. There's like it's such a low investment to read it, so it's definitely something that I want to try to keep up with. We'll see how that goes.
Indeed. Matt, how about you?
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a battle shonen that is just taking the absurdity of battle shonens and using that to hide a harem rom-com. Because I could definitely see this going down the path of getting enough girls together and then having all the girls being like, "Hold, well, none of us are dating him, but there's kind of an implication. Oh no, wait, half of us are assassins? Oh no.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh no. Oh man, this is the like saber-toothed tiger assassin." That was a really dumb one. I don't know. And then I almost said sea cow as the next one, and I'm like, wait, no, that makes less sense. I don't know. Some dumb animal is definitely an assassin. But yeah, I mean, there's other types of girls too. I think he has been through enough experiences. He is ready for like a real like fucking femme fatale.
Yeah,
I think he is ready to get flustered by a girl who's got sex appeal and knows what she's doing.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Right up Sam's alley.
I'm sorry. I realize this is a plot prediction. I didn't actually answer the. I don't know if I'd continue reading. It's dumb. it's real dumb. It's fun to read. I'm not saying it's not, but like, I also don't care about the story, and it's not funny enough to be a comedy. Kind of like it. Maybe if it either was more clear that these were parody shonen action battles, which they're clearly not, but like,
yeah, I that's a totally fair take.
Like it's not funny enough to be a parody, but it's also not serious.
It's not
enough
serious enough to consider
care.
it. Yeah,
and like the rom-com is between like multi-chapter shonen action battles I don't care about, so it's like I don't know what this is trying to be, and I don't really care. But it's not bad, is the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a
fair take.
That's 100% fair. It's not what you're looking for.
No, I think this would make a kick-ass anime.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Then it's much
I'd
easier.
Yeah, it's easier to consume that. Yeah.
All right, and Che.
Of course.
Oh yeah, you were already reading it, so
Yeah, this is a regular me. And
Oh, yeah.
I love the shenanigans, so yeah.
Sounds good. And thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in to the Overcast. As always, all of your social medias where we are at Overmonkcast.
You can also find us on YouTube, where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Give us your suggestions on what you want to hear us talk about next. Tell us what you thought of the manga. You can even head over to overmangacast.com. All of our episodes are up there as well, with a comment section where you can do the same.
And as always, reviews and recommendations in any and all forms. Go ahead, reach out to us over mongcast@gmail.com. Go ahead, YouTube. Sometimes the episodes are up to date. We've been having some trouble with our YouTube connection. It keeps telling me it works in the background and proceeds to not. So blame Google. But yeah, speaking of fun stuff, Sam, what are we reading next week?
Next week, we're going to be going back to Spy Family with chapters 69 through 89. So if you're keeping up with the show, be sure to read that. We'll see you all in 2 Thursdays. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good thing we won't be having to deal with any... Oh, wait a minute.